Hey, we just got finished taping Drenda program on holy sex.
That's right.
And we had a good time, didn't we, ladies?
That's right.
So, yeah, we've got some more questions that we want to get to. So
That's right,
we're going to
Mama.
answer a few more just for a few minutes.
I want to ask you these questions. After 25 years of marriage, is it still as good as the beginning?
Wow. Okay. First of all, I've been married 28 years almost,
That's right.
so that's good. I'm qualified to answer this question. So, after 28 years of marriage, I can say sexual intimacy with my husband is better than it was in the beginning. It's better because we understand each other. We understand each other's bodies. We understand each other's needs. We're more sensitive to each other. We're not afraid anymore. We're not timid. We're not shy. We're not afraid. I know when we first got married, I don't know about you ladies, but I didn't want to make love with the lights on, or I didn't want to, I was just, let's just suffice to say, I was a little afraid or prudish about it. I didn't want to be seen. So more it's the sensitivity about our bodies, right? Mm-hmm. We don't feel really comfortable about our bodies. And so through the years, my husband has reassured me of his love for me, and I've also understood that it's not so much just about the way I look. It's about what we feel toward each other and that bond, that oneness that you experience, because sex is not just skin on skin. It's spiritual. My husband and I have had a great time. Now even our relationship has gotten to the place of depth where when we make love, there's such a oneness there. We've believed God for things. We've conceived children and, prayed afterward, beforehand. But many times we've learned that that's the greatest time we feel oneness with each other. And so oftentimes after we have sexual intercourse, we will actually pray together afterward. I know that may seem like freakish to some of you, but we've been married long enough that there's a spiritual bond there that it's like no other kind of bond. And so it's awesome. I think that sex should keep getting better because after all, if you know each other, it's like a good cheese or wine or anything else. It's just seasoned with age. Right. So I think that as we get seasoned and we learn each other's bodies and what pleases each other more, I believe sex should get better with age. And our commitment to one another, the trust, because we've been faithful to one another for 28 years. There's been no one else and nobody else. And we've just learned, and I've learned, as I shared earlier, is I gave myself to my husband and made myself available to have sex whenever he desired. He began to try to minister to me more and more, to try to help me physically and sexually to be enjoying the experience and to have a great time.
All right, but how do you have sex with small children in the house?
Okay, well, I've had 5 children, so I can answer that too. Whenever and however you can. So, but when they're super small, they don't have a clue anyway. We used to say, I hope it's okay to share this. We used to say, it's time to clean the closet. We really need to clean the closet. That was our buzzwords for we need to have sex.
Secret words.
That was our secret words.
Right.
The kids didn't know what that meant, so now they do. But anyway, we would just say, my husband would say, I think the closet needs cleaning. I'd say, yeah, I agree. Yeah. And one time I actually was talking about cleaning the closet, and my husband thought I was talking about sex.
So it didn't work out that way.
So,
all right,
anyway,
so how long?
Well, I do want to give a couple practical things. Plan it. Have your children stay with grandma or a babysitter or go to a hotel and, be alone. You have to plan sex just like you plan anything else, ladies. You're great at planning. You can get to the grocery store. You can get your hair cut. You can get a lot of things accomplished. So just plan sex into your calendar and to your appointment just like anything else you'd plan. And, as the kids get a little older, actually it's more challenging with teens to have sex. That's where it's more challenging because they know more what's going on, and so sometimes you have to get away. That's when the hotel comes in a lot more handy.
That's right.
So,
how long should sex last?
How long should sex last? Wow. I think that men and women should take their time with sex. I think typically women want more time. Men are usually quicker, and that's the other thing why sex gets better as you get older, because men understand to take their time and to relax and have foreplay and get you more in the mood and get you ready. And they learn to do those things better the longer they've been married, I think. But, sex to me depends on how much time you have. So, sometimes we have quick sex because we just need to have sex and it's quick. Other times, what we really like, though, is if we can make it a long a longer time and we can really minister to each other, because I see sex as holy.
That's right.
God said the marriage bed is not defiled. And so what happens in your marriage bed is a holy act. So if you can make it, last longer and take your time and sleep in the morning and, have a breakfast in bed and have sex again, I think that's beautiful. And there's times for that, but it's not always that easy. Sometimes, ladies, we want everything to be perfect or we don't have sex. Don't go there.
Absolutely.
If your legs aren't shaved and everything isn't perfect, just consider that raw sex, all right? So
That's right.
it's a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. It's better just to have it. If you can't get everything together perfectly, it's all right. Guys are not as detailed as you are. You notice things about yourself, just get some perfume and spray it on and go for it, all right?
That's right. Well, that kind of answers my next questions about if you're tired, if you're not in the mood, if we don't think we look beautiful, but really you're just saying it's better to just be open and honest with each other and love each other through that act. Amen?
Absolutely. Moody smooty, just throw it out the window. It's not about your mood. It's really about, this is a ministry I've been called to. And my husband's been called to this ministry. And you heard the guys speak on the program about how important it is to them. They feel rejected if you turn them away. And I promise you, your man will get ministered to, and he will not take just some kind of advantage of you if he's a right kind of guy. And I think even if he's not, I think you could win him. The Bible says win him without words. What do you think that means? Win him without words.
True. I never thought about that.
I think you can minister to your husband through sexual intimacy, and I think you can melt his heart and make him to the place where even if he's a tough guy, even if he's not a very loving guy, if he's not very kind to you, I think you can break down and you can disarm him with love and win his heart over. A lot of, especially, let me talk to you religious ladies, all right? Let me say something to you. Some of you go to church and your husband doesn't go to church and you think, oh, I'm great, I'm more spiritual than him because he doesn't go to church. Then you come home all high and mighty spiritually, and then when he wants to make love, you're not there for him. I say that's a big time no-no. You ought to come home from church. You want him to come to church with you? Come home from church so excited that you go, you want to make love and you would be the aggressor. He'll go, whatever's happening at church, honey, please go. And one day he's going to get so excited, he's going to say, I got to go see what they're teaching them at church.
That's right. Amen.
So you can win your husband without words.
Well, we want to ask you to continue the conversation at Drenda.com. We want to ask you to add to the comments on blog, go to Twitter, Facebook, on Drenda. Make sure that you add your comments. If you have more questions, go ahead and ask us. And we'll see you next time. Also, make sure that you get Drenda's book and CD for women only, and she gets it. A lot more answers in here about sex and about marriage. So
That's right. Let's go out. Sex is holy, right?
Sex is holy.